You know, a few years ago, I launched my leadership bid in my home riding of Papineau, so it's quite fitting that I get to launch my bid to be Prime Minister of Canada right here in my second home of BC. And I can tell you, somewhere my Grandpa Sinclair is smiling and nodding approvingly. Canadians want change. They want real change. And no wonder. Stephen Harper's plan has failed our country. We are working harder and harder to make ends meet, but falling further and further behind. Those few who have done well have done very, very well. But the middle class and those hoping to join it, the truth is, folks today are more likely to fall out of the middle class than they are to join it. And now, to top it all off, we're headed into another recession. J'ai voyagé d'un bout à l'autre du pays. J'ai rencontré des milliers de Canadiennes et Canadiens là où ils vivent et travaillent, dans les Tim Hortons, dans l'usine où ils se rendent tous les matins, dans les parcs où ils vont balancer leurs enfants, dans les arénas, dans leurs résidences. Je tiens à dire à chacun de ces hommes, femmes et enfants que j'ai rencontrés que c'est bien de vous dont il fait question dans cette élection. Vous êtes appelés à vous prononcer sur votre avenir et à choisir la personne qui dispose du plan et de l'équipe qui feront une vraie différence, une différence positive dans votre vie de tous les jours. Une personne qui partage vos valeurs et qui comprend ce que vous vivez, qui comprend que le quotidien n'est pas facile, qui a un nouveau plan pour l'économie. It's time to choose a person and a team with an economic plan based on this fundamental truth about Canada, that if you want to create jobs and grow the Canadian economy, you have to give middle-class Canadians a real and fair chance to succeed. Let's be clear. There's a big choice to be made in this election. The Conservatives think you grow the economy by making wealthy people wealthier. We know that you grow the economy by strengthening the middle class and those hoping to join it. I've been to every corner of this country over the past few years, and you've told me over and over again that you don't think anyone in Ottawa is listening. Well, I am. You told me, give us change that makes a real, positive difference in our lives. We're working harder than ever, but we just can't get ahead. We can't save for our kids' education, let alone our own retirement. We're seeing our young adults return home, unable to find work, and we worry that we'll be thrown out of work ourselves. We know all the government ads in the world cannot hide the truth that Canada's economy is not working for us, and it's harder and harder to make ends meet. That's what the people I've met are saying. Canadians are my advisors in every home, in every town and city across this country. This election is about the people with bills to pay and futures to plan. Cette élection ne porte pas sur les sondages, elle ne porte pas sur les tactiques politiques, elle porte sur l'avenir des gens qui travaillent fort à tous les jours pour élever leurs enfants et bâtir leur communauté. Les gens qui croient que l'avenir peut être meilleur pour notre pays. Pendant cette campagne, je vais parcourir ce pays de long en large, tout comme nos candidats le parcourront de porte en porte, pour parler directement aux gens qui n'ont plus de voix depuis longtemps. Des gens pour qui ce qui se passe au Parlement paraît très loin de leur réalité, mais pour qui les prochaines factures arrivent rapidement. Et voici ce que nous allons leur dire. Vous connaissez les conservateurs de M. Harper. Et vous savez qu'ils sont usés, à court d'idées et déconnectés de la réalité. Vous savez qu'il est temps de changer, de se donner un nouveau gouvernement et de prendre une nouvelle direction. Mais vous voulez que ce changement signifie quelque chose pour vous et pour votre famille. You don't want to replace a failed plan for the economy with a mirage. You want a new plan, one that will work for you. You want change that works for you. That changes not just where we all sit in the House of Commons, but where your finances sit when you go over them at the end of the month and crunch the numbers. That plan is our Liberal plan. A family with 2 kids making $90,000 a year will get $2,500 more tax-free. Low-income families will see 315,000 kids lifted out of poverty. 9 out of 10 Canadians will be better off in hard dollars and cents under our plan than either of my opponent's plans. And we will pay for our plan in 2 ways. We will make the wealthiest pay more in taxes. We think that's fair. After all, they've had a pretty good 10 years. And we will stop sending checks to millionaires just because they have children. Nous avons un nouveau plan pour l'économie qui va aider la classe moyenne. En améliorant la vie des Canadiens, notre plan améliorera le Canada. Lorsque les familles qui travaillent fort peuvent épargner pour leur retraite, elles investissent dans les entreprises, des employeurs et des emplois. Lorsqu'elles peuvent aider à payer les études de leurs enfants, elles aident à former une main-d'œuvre instruite et prête à relever nos défis. Lorsque nous relevons le niveau de vie de la classe moyenne, c'est tout le pays qui se redresse. We'll also be talking about many other ideas in this campaign to create jobs and economic growth for the middle class, including new and innovative infrastructure investments, ensuring opportunities for post-secondary education are available to everyone, and investing in world-leading research and innovation, particularly around the environment. Because Liberals understand this: when the middle class does well, so does the entire country. Le plan de M. Harper a échoué et le plan de M. Mulcair n'est qu'un mirage. Le NPD vous parlera de son plan pour augmenter le salaire minimum. Mais il ne vous dira pas que son plan n'aidera pas 99% des personnes qui gagnent le salaire minimum dans ce pays. Il n'aidera pas les serveurs que j'ai rencontrés dans les restaurants, ni les réceptionnistes de motels. Il n'aidera pas non plus les préposés au stationnement ou les caissiers. Le plan de Tom Mulcair ne leur accordera pas un sou, car il ne s'applique qu'aux travailleurs sous réglementation fédérale qui gagnent le salaire minimum. Les candidats du NPD ne vous le diront pas. Ils colportent de faux espoirs auprès des personnes qui travaillent fort. Ils prétendent les aider, mais ce n'est pas ce qu'ils feront. Et M. Mulcair le sait très bien. Je pense que nous en avons assez de ce genre de cynisme de la part des conservateurs de M. Harper. Je pense qu'au fond, c'est l'une des raisons pour lesquelles les Canadiennes et les Canadiens veulent du changement. And the NDP's other answer for everything is to make the company you work for pay more in taxes. That means fewer jobs and less investment, all while our economy is stalled. The NDP would put the brakes on the economy at the worst possible time. The NDP will talk about helping the middle class, but they won't raise taxes on the wealthiest Canadians. And Mr. Mulcair won't cut taxes for the middle class. In fact, he'll even keep Stephen Harper's plan in place that sends child benefit checks to the wealthiest Canadians. Quite frankly, I don't know why he made the choices he's made. Maybe he's afraid of attacks. Well, I'll tell you something, my friends. I'm not. My opponents can say whatever they like about me. I'm going to stay focused on you, on making real change happen that will make a real difference in your life. So that's what I'm going to do. Stay focused on you, the people who build this country every day, and offer the best plan to help you. Our plan, the Liberal plan. You know, British Columbians usually, like so many Canadians, spend the August long weekend with family. We go camping, we have friends over for a barbecue, maybe catch a kid's soccer tournament. Well, Stephen Harper had a different idea this year. He spent something, all right. Your money, $125 million of it. Why? Because it's the best idea he could come up with to help him keep his job. Well, I believe a prime minister has three main jobs. Keep the country united, keep Canadians safe, and give everyone, the Canadian people, a real and fair chance to succeed. That's what our plan will do. That's what our team is committed to fighting for. And that's what this election truly will be all about. Merci beaucoup.